Oh, what the frickety fuck is up, people? What's going on? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm so sorry. 9 packs of Journey together, and I'm already sweating under these studio lights. So let's go ahead and just jump right into this, because I don't want to be so shiny on camera for an extended period of time. They're gonna say, why do you look like this? And I'm gonna say, well, you know, oil. I don't know. But anyway, I figured today I would just open a couple of packs and do a little ranting about the TCG, because these packs were kind of a pain in the ass to get. When are they not? You know. Let's start. Lotad, Sentret, Enzorua, Tropius, Articuno, Postwick, Cloth, Matang, Hop Sandaconda, Ludicolo. He's chill. I like Ludicolo. I feel like he's a fun Pokemon. I've got a real soft spot for some of the Hoenmons because I forgot to say in one of my other videos, actually my first Pokemon game ever was Ruby, I think, because I got it from my neighbor. He sold me a Game Boy and a bunch of random games, and Pokemon Ruby was one of them. But I could never figure out how to save or really do anything, so I just kind of played his file. And I remember just doing a bunch of stupid shit. I would try to catch trainer Pokemon and be so mad when I couldn't do it. I'm like, they let me throw the ball. Why can't I? They let me click the button. Why can't I throw the ball? I want this guy's bond. I'm taking this guy's Pokemon. Give me your shit. Give me your shit, bud. Let's see. We got a Hops Wooloo. We got a Bagon. We got a Paris. We got a Wingull. We got an Oinkologne, a Bayonet, a Hops Bag, an Iono's Kilowattrel, a Coughing. Huh, fun. Speaking of Hoenmons, we got a Blaziken EX. That's a nice one. I like that. I like Blaziken. Definitely one of the cooler firefighting guys, in my opinion. Before that, kind of got a little overdone. But yeah, I figured I wanted to talk a little bit about some ranting. Just some random rants that I have about the state of Pokemon these days and the state of the TCG. I'm mostly going to talk about the TCG. I could talk about the games, but then this would be a much longer video, and like I said, I'm already shiny, so I don't want to do that. I'm shiny like a fucking shiny Pokemon out here. We got a Swinub, we got a Shelmet, we got a Shelgon, we got a Milcery, Pangoro, Grimmsnarl, ends PP up. That's always going to be funny. Enzorua. Oh, nice. Oh, super nice. Articuno. I believe this is an SIR. I always get mixed up between what's an IR, an illustration rare, and what's an SIR, special illustration rare. And I think it depends on what slot they're in. But yeah, I think this is an SIR. Very clean. Don't want to be a nerd about centering and stuff, but there's a little edge wear, so I don't think this would be a perfect PSA 10, but super cool card. And stay tuned. I don't know if I'll send that one in to get graded. And then we finish up with a Tyranitar Hollow. So what I was saying was, I just feel like there's a lot of stuff about the TCG that's annoying these days. And first and foremost, I can't say anything without saying how impossible it is to even buy cards. I mean, dude, back in the day, you could walk into a Walmart, you could walk into a Target, and you could buy Pokemon cards. And, I know that in 2020 with the pandemic, and it disrupted a lot of supply chains and stuff got fucky for a while, but then it was stuff was good again, and you could walk into a Walmart and buy stuff again. And now it's all fucky again. I just want to be able to walk into a store and get cards. And I don't care if some sets are going to be more in demand. If I'm not going to be able to walk into any store and get Prismatic instantly, I'm not going to be mad about that. I understand that there's always going to be some sets that are a little more hyped, but I should at least be able to walk into a store that normally stocks Pokemon cards and be able to buy a blister pack or two of Paradox Rift. I mean, my God, seriously? It's drier than my grandma. I'm not gonna. It's drier than It's so we got a Swine Up, we got a Delmies, we got a Black Belts Training, Shelmet, Levincia, Oinkalone, Bayonet, Lotad. We got a Hops Corvusquire and a Magierna. I got all of these bad boys from a Pokemon Center vending machine at a Kroger a couple days ago. As I've said before, I usually feel like those are the best places to get cards, but even those, half of the time I go to a damn Pokemon Center vending machine that only sells and stocks Pokemon cards consistently for the purpose of selling Pokemon cards, and it's out. I can't even buy Pokemon cards from the fucking Pokemon card thing. My God. Paldean Wooper, Black Belts Training, Wailmer, Ens Zorua, Pelipper, Ens Kling Klang, Ens Castle, Carablast, Swinub, Ionos, Bellibolt EX. That's chill. This has been pretty good so far. So far, only one miss, because I consider an EX card a hit for sure. Everybody's got different standards about that stuff, but what else annoys me about the TCG? I mean, going right along with not being able to buy stuff, it's scalpers. Like, you know, I'm not going to be mad. Somebody's making their money, whatever. I think overall, I'm more mad that the Pokemon company isn't able to meet demand, because they should have an accurate way to gauge demand at this point. Because it, like, if they could print enough cards, we could all have enough cards. Really, the stupid scalpers are more a symptom of the overall problem than the actual problem, I feel like. But still, fuck scalpers though, for sure. But you know, whatever. I mean, I've resold stuff before. I have. When I was a kid in high school and I didn't have a lot of money, you know, I had to flip a couple of Supreme hoodies. I had to flip a couple of shoes. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I really just wish that that Pokemon Company would print more shit, accurately gauge demand, and we could just all enjoy this hobby again. Because really, it seems like right now, the shortages are taken away from everyone's collective enjoyment of this hobby. I keep seeing posts on Reddit, you know, I've been opening cards for years. I've been collecting cards for years with my daughter. I can't find them anymore. I don't want to pay 2 or 3 times what they're costing. My heart goes out to those people, you know? Like, no, and I saw some dumbass respond under a post like that, and he's like, just pay the scalping price, cheapskate. Like, no, I shouldn't have to do that. I should be able to pay what these things retail for. Anyway, Minkino, Petalil, Piloswine, Qfont, Octillery, Weezing, Hops Cramorant, Alolan Marowak, Ens Joltik, Noivern Hollow. Whatever. And what else annoys me? Oh my God. You know what really annoys me going along with scalping and stuff? People that weigh like modern packs when they're trying to sell them on eBay, and they'll be like selling you a heavily weighed Journey Together pack like it's a fucking $500 fossil pack. So if you don't know, basically sometimes holo cards weigh a little bit more. So if you put a Pokemon card pack on a little like weed scale or whatever, you can sometimes tell if there's going to be a hit or a good card in there. And I understand maybe doing that with an expensive old pack. You don't want to shell out an extra couple $100 for a pack that's definitely going to have a holo in it versus a pack that's not going to have a holo in it. I might have said that wrong, but you know what I mean. You don't want to, you want to be sure with something that's high dollar. But a $5 pack of cards, you're weighing a $5 pack of cards. You cheap fuck. You absolute rat bastard. Oh my Lord. Those people just send me to the moon, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Black Belts Training, Shelmet, Rockruff, Caterpie, Escavalier, Rock Scouting, Volcarona, Pupitar, Komala. Damn, wish she would have won. and another Noivern Hollow. Let's see. So, what else annoys me? I mean, I guess we can talk about the games. The games are shit these days. Now, don't get me wrong. The games have been kind of trending downhill for a while, with a few exceptions in there. Legends Arceus was Arceus. I've heard people pronounce it differently. Personally, I'm more prone to being an Arceus man myself, but I thought that was an interesting idea. I thought they put some effort into that and some clear polish, and you could tell that even though there were a lot of areas that game still had to improve on, they actually wanted to make something quality. Sword and Shield, they're super disappointing. They were super whatever, but like I had an okay time playing them, but yeah, obviously from a critical perspective, Sword and Shield or whatever, Scarlet and Violet were garbage. And then the new Legends game looks really bad. Legends, Z to A or whatever. I'd love to be wrong. I'd love to be surprised pleasantly by Pokemon Company, but it's just so disheartening that these games are basically just released to be an ad for cards and merch and whatever nowadays, as opposed to something that they put actual passion into. Because Pokemon games used to be actual quality titles. Like on the DS, even on the 3DS, on the Game Boy Advance, like there have been a lot of excellent Pokemon experiences over the years, but it's just really disappointing that a company that makes so much money off of this franchise doesn't feel the need to put in the work to even make good video games anymore most of the time. That's weird. It's disappointing. Magmar, Hops Wooloo, Bagon, Paris, Regice, Hops Cramorant, Octillery, Weezing, Ends Darmanitan, and a Blaziken EX. So probably might be a little familiar with that guy. Oh, by the way, just in case anyone sees this that won the giveaway, I did a giveaway for 50 subscribers a little bit ago, and only one person reached out to me on Instagram. So if anyone else won that, I'll put the pinned comments here on the screen, and then I'll put my Instagram here on the screen. If you want to just send me your address. I know it seems a little sketch. I promise I did send the trick or trade pack to the other guy. But, you know, I never want to be like somebody that's accused of running a scammy, fraudulent giveaway kind of thing. There's just so many internet scams out there that I want to be as transparent as I can. So anyone that won that giveaway, if you happen to see this video and you want to DM me on Instagram right here, I will get your prize sent out to you. Thank you. N Sigilif, Billy and Onair, Pancham, Minkino, Grimmsnarl, Ends PP Up, It's Never Not Gonna Be Funny, Iono's Electrode, oh my lord, they knew it. They knew it all along. They heard the funny. We got 2 PP Ups. His PP is getting so big, brother. Lily's Cutie Fly, and our last card is kind of fitting, just like we started, a Ludicolo Hollow. Have a great day or night or whenever you're watching this. Peace.